G'day guys, today we're going to check out the Iron Edge Ultimate Tug of War pack. Now the Tug of War pack consists of a 4-metre climbing rope, 2 Carabinas, a utility strap and a green agility band. Now this pack is an awesome way to buy your climbing rope actually. Instead of just buying the climbing rope and being stuck with just climbing movements, why not get the agility band as well and have a total body conditioning package at your fingertips instead of just the rope by itself. So it is a really effective training tool here. So it's very simple to set up. All I do is I tie my utility strap around an immovable object. I then secure my agility band to the utility strap. Then I grab my carabiner, hook it onto my agility band, and then I hook my climbing rope onto that. So it just creates a horizontal resistance so we can get into some tug of war style movements here, which is really good for posterior chain of muscles. Also, your stabilizing muscles through the core, as well as your lats, upper back, biceps, shoulders. Yeah, you can really work a whole chunk of the body here. So the basic movement here with your tug of war, which is also like a dynamic row, or rotational dynamic row, for example. And what we do is we get ourselves set up, holding onto the rope. We then feed hand over hand, twist, and draw that into the chest. As that comes through, I'm having to, once again, row and draw that in. Now at this point, I can work one-handed if I want, working rotational row, for example, drawing that in. So working that core component there, stabilizing isometrically through my legs and that posterior chain once again, working into that upper back, biceps, shoulders. At this distance, it is quite tricky to hold on to. Working forearms the whole time because of that grip strength. Once again, I can turn to the other side and do that rotational row on the other side as well, and then I can let that out as I go. So I can either draw that in and then work one-armed, can just do a variety of the same movement there. Now that's before I get to doing walking style movements with it. So once again, holding on, which is challenging that grip strength, leaning and then driving through the quads and walking back. So quite a lot of engagement there to keep myself steady. You'll find that you'll be quite off balance, so you've got to hold yourself steady. From that point, holding on like that, once again, holding on, I'm challenging my grip strength. I can work de-acceleration lunges, for example, and then I can start to work backwards. So I can start to combine those movements together and get some really good muscular activation there. This is really good for rotational core strength as well. There's another movement which is taking the row a step further and adding a push to it. So it's like one continual movement that works pretty much all the upper body as well as some good rotational core strength. And what we do is we grab hand over hand, set ourselves up and then push through. Row, twist and push. Row, twist and push. So I'm pretty much working all the front of my body, working the back as I pull through and then push through, and then that rotational core strength to stabilize my body and also working through those legs. So really good movement that's pretty much a total body movement just with one exercise there. Also too, I can just wrap the rope around my body and I can do walkthroughs, for example, stabilizing. You've got this uneven loading pulling on your hips, so it's trying to pull you off balance. So you've got to keep yourself steady, keep yourself straight. So it can be quite hard. Also I can do that backwards, walking backwards like an anchor man on a tug of war team, for example. And then I can start to do things like wood chops. So twisting, rotational movements, as well as your isometric style core movements as well. So there really is a whole bunch of different things that you can do with this ultimate tug of war pack. So it really is up to the imagination, and you can get into some really good high intensity functional training work with it. So very, very effective. For more information about the ultimate tug of war pack, don't forget to check out ironedge.com.au.